It takes a village to raise a child, and it takes strong, healthy, very close marriages and families to create a village. The family is like the base at which other things develop and grow. The entire system basically depends on people getting married. Okay. And there is really no substitute for that. Now, the important thing, of course, is close, happy marriages. Marriage, just for its own sake, is not something I would want to encourage. I don't want people to get married and fight all the time. I don't want people to get married who, hate each other. And no, but I do want to point out that I don't think you have to be in love to get married. I think this is a kind of idea in the West that we have, which just is not necessarily true. I think people can have marriages that will work out and that are comfortable, which may not be loving marriages, but they are marriages based on similar goals, similar interests, similar perceptions. Okay. And, children raised in those environments are likely to come out okay, even if the parents are not really in love. But I do think that a family, and of course, all families will have some conflict. It's in the nature of humanity that you have some conflict. But a fairly well-adjusted, happy home is the best place to raise children. And even in cases where there are no children, it's really the best place for people to be. One of the reasons I think you have, a lot of problems among young men these days, particularly, is so many of them are unmarried. And an unmarried man tends not to do well. He needs to have that partnership. One problem with the hookup culture is that it gives young men what they want short term, but it deprives them of what they need long term. Okay. And, what they do, in fact, want sex short term, but they need a partner long term, a true partner. And again, does that mean they have to be in love? Well, not necessarily. But they have to be able to get along. They have to be able to at least like each other. And like I said, to have common goals. So I just wanted to put in there a word about what I think is, one of the most important things that we need to do. And that is to be encouraging marriage. The majority of births among Black Americans is to mothers who are not married. And I think that is a very negative trend. We need to reverse that. We can reverse it, and we should. Okay. And yes, I would encourage marriage among people who are attracted to the same sex. A female-female marriage, a male-male marriage, I would encourage that as well. I think it has stabilizing effects for gay men, and it has positive effects for lesbians as well. Okay? And okay, I hope you liked hearing that. Bye.